Hey guys, Jacqueline Cordova here, your Iowa State wrestling beat writer at Cyclone Fanatic. The college wrestling season is officially upon us. Iowa State hosted their 2025 Media Days today, where we had a chance to dive into what to expect from this team with Kevin Dresser. Plus, younger Bastida makes his return after a big injury last season. And I had the opportunity to talk one-on-one with some of the guys. Jake Bren joined me today, so we had some fun pulling the guys to the side. I'm talking both Frost brothers on camera, Rocky Elam, a huge get for the Cyclones this offseason, and a few other familiar faces. Big key here today is that the culture's a really big spot for the team when it comes to just kind of looking at what's really transpired since the season ended last year after so many injuries. So I hope you enjoy these interviews. I hope you get to learn something from these guys, and yeah, enjoy. Rocky Elam, you're officially named your Cyclone. How's it feel?
Very interesting. I never thought I would be a transfer when I was, in college in my younger years, but here we are. I definitely, this is not my plan. This is God's plan, and you kind of led my steps here, and I'm very thankful for it.
What's it been like to be in this room? What's it like to actually feel the culture in your day to day?
It's amazing. I wake up every day and I'm just thankful, and I just tell myself, I know that this is, I feel this is going to be one of the best years of my life, and I know I'm going to miss it when it's done. So I tell myself I can't slow time down, and the only thing I can do and the best thing I can do is take it one day at a time and be thankful for everything. Be thankful for all the small things, for each moment. I just try to be thankful for 5 different things each day, even if it's small things like being able to come to practice healthy, which is really a big thing, or being able to eat with my teammates at SBC. Just small things that oftentimes go overlooked. I want to make sure I'm thankful for those, and I'm doing everything I can to serve my teammates and my coaches.
Outside of Younger, of course, who you've referenced a lot in your decision to come here, who else has really made an impact on you so far?
Yeah. A lot of guys, man, and I couldn't begin to start or name everybody, but I just know that there is a lot of coaches and teammates that have really impacted me and poured into me. First of all, I think Dresser is kind of at the start of that, obviously being the leader, the head coach. He works with me to make a training plan for myself each week and make sure that I'm staying on top of my health and training. We're gonna hit the goals we need to, but if we have to modify the way we get there, he's gonna make sure we work in that way. Secondary is Coach Perry has been my individual coach, and he's kind of been really in that group as well. Also Metcalf and St. John have helped me a lot, and just getting to build relationships with them. Anthony is a great leader for us, and I've really had a great time communing with him and building that relationship, and understanding where he comes from as a leader and a person. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't say everybody, but I can't name everybody. But it truly is everybody, because I know I want to be intentional about my relationships with each person here, and I feel that feeling is mutual, and I want to make an impact for my time here, even though it's short. I know I can impact people and be beneficial to them.
How does your family feel about having to come to Ames and now they have to wear the Cyclone colors?
It'll be new for them. Definitely a new experience from switching to the black and gold. Even Dresser says, I don't think you look good in black and gold. When I was making my decision, talking about Iowa, of course, I said, Coach, I've been wearing black and gold for the past 5 years. What are you trying to say? So it'll be new for them as well, but they're excited for me. And, they were involved with this decision just as much as I was, It's always helpful. I couldn't do this without guidance from other people, including my family. And so they were all very thankful that I could make this decision for myself and for the Cyclone, the wrestling program and the team, and to, go down a new avenue for this final year. They're very excited.
So last question I have for you. Dresser referenced that there was a lot of really high offers on the plate for you as you tried to make your decision. Why Iowa State?
Great question. And to be quite honest, I could have gotten a lot more money to go elsewhere. So I think that goes to show that I want to be here. Intentionally, I want to be here. But to start, I think it was the best fit for me. And I give props to Dresser. He was the first one that reached out and kind of let me know that I was on his radar. Whether I was on other people's radar or not, I didn't know it, and Dresser made it known to me first. So kudos to him for showing interest to me and initiating that relationship and that kind of relationship between ourselves personally and between myself and Iowa State Wrestling by getting myself up here for a workout with Younger. But yeah, I think it was the best fit for me. I saw how smart and how good of a coach Perry was, and he sold me on, we'll be able to get you ready for a national title, health-wise, technique-wise, tactic-wise, and we will work with you every day and really meet your needs. That was one thing that I made known to them before I got here was I have needs that I need for the sake of my health and training that I have to have met, and we agreed on them. So it was really easy because I knew we were on the same page.
Isaac Dean, you're finally in Ames. Talk to me about what it's been like to settle in.
It's definitely a different environment from the East Coast. I think that Ames and just Iowa in general is definitely a big wrestling state, and you guys are really big fans of sports, so definitely a lot of love, and it's definitely been overwhelming at times, but it's been fun.
What's it been like to actually be here? You talked a lot about how everybody was really friendly and just as you said, everybody's really into wrestling. What does it feel like to actually live in Ames and be on campus?
It feels like you're a part of a really big sports community, especially with this wrestling team and the guys that I'm around. It's definitely you got to really embrace the sport of wrestling while being here. I feel like a lot of other places, sometimes wrestling isn't the focus, or athletics isn't really the focus. But being here, that's definitely what it feels like in Ames. It feels like whenever there's a game day or whenever there's an event, for whatever sport that is, it's a really big deal. So it's nice.
Is there a duel on the schedule that you kind of have circled that you're really looking forward to experience as a Cyclone?
I think that Cyhawk duel. I'm new to the rivalry because I've never competed in the Big 12. I've never wrestled anyone from Iowa before. But everyone seems to get really excited whenever you compete against Iowa. So I think that one. And honestly, I'd say Okie State and Ohio State are, just because I want to run some things back. And then at the same time, I think that the environment and stuff is going to be really cool to wrestle in.
Who's made the biggest impact so far on you?
Oh, since I've been here? As far as coaching or as far as just teammate-wise?
Let's go teammate.
Teammate-wise, biggest impact.
Who have you gotten the closest to, or training-wise, or?
It's hard. It's a big group of guys, and everyone seems to be really tight knit, really close. It's easy to kind of just hop into that brotherhood, hop into that family. So I can't pick out anyone in particular. Coaching-wise, I mean, we have an amazing coaching staff. So, but Coach Perry, he's one of the guys who kind of brought me over here. So since I've been over here, he's been a really big help. Motivation-wise, technique-wise, just everything, just getting settled and feeling comfortable and stuff. So he's helped me adjust a lot since I've been here.
Paniro Johnson, talk to me about the culture. Everyone keeps talking about how different the culture is. How would you describe it?
I feel like everybody there's already a family here, and it's really competitive in his room right now, and you could look at it one or two ways. It's either a good thing or a bad thing, but the culture changed because even just the outside things is probably more what changed in the wrestling practice and the wrestling. We always been competitive in here since I got here, but it's even outside. The outside things is what changed the most, I feel like, and it's just you got to be ready every day here too, and you got to realize, I talked to Dresser, and he kind of says two ways to look at a real tough room. One, it's too tough, and all these people, they bring in all these people, everybody trying to take my spot, and that's messed up. Or two, they bring in all these people, and that's helped me get closer to my goals and help me become national champ or whatever you want to do. These are things that help you get better, and the team's real close, and even guys at the same weight as each other know that we obviously fighting for the same job right now, but we family and we helping each other get better, you know what I mean? So
what's it like navigating that, having so many good guys wanting your starting spot?
It can at least keep you on your toes, so you're going to be ready all year, because the guys below, at my weight, above my weight, is obviously guys that's all capable of being on the top step in the country. So, and I bound myself right with that group. So it's like every day you better be ready, and every day you got a new day to prove yourself. You never want to get too high or too low. So just focus on what's next every time, and these guys are here to help. That's what I think. Even if like they think like I just tricked myself into thinking everybody in here is here to help me. Even though I hope they think everybody in here is there to help them. Because that's things to get better, and that been helping me. That mindset been helping me. Is at the end of the day, yeah, you got to compete with the guys in the room, but them not gonna be the biggest moments. The biggest moments are gonna be at the end of the year when you hugging that guy you had to fight with in practice all year. You're gonna be hugging him, thanking him, and saying thanks for pushing me every day.
So, who would you say is the most underrated guy right now? Who's flying under the radar on this team?
Under the radar. Uh, I don't know who's under the radar. We got a lot of guys on the radar, but I don't know who's under the radar. Everybody in here is really good. I don't I don't know who people think is not good, so I can't tell you who the guy that's under the radar. So like mm, I think I'm good. I guess I don't know, but I think everybody. A lot of people proved their things. I mean, well, who we got in this season? I feel like maybe Connor Ewens. He's really good. Connor and Riggins are both really really good, and I think they might both be underrated. Garrett Grice, he might start the season off for us until I think Evans coming down still. So I think he might be a little underrated just because he didn't have the opportunity. So but all these guys are good. And like people always ask me like, what you think the line would be? Yeah, we got All Americans, but we got this guy that's wrestling him just like he All American too. So it's like you just go day by day. Things change all the time, and be ready for what's next. So.
Feel good.
New
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
New
Start of the
season.
season, obviously we got all preseason done, so training's been good. Now we're starting to taper off, and obviously we're coming up on our first tournament here. What, 8th? November 8th, so should be good. Thumbs up. Feeling good. Yeah, first tournament November 8th. Yeah, we're starting to taper a little bit. We just got out of that kind of hard phase, so we're switching off to more actually in-season training now. So yeah, feeling good about it.
What is the biggest difference with this team this season? You guys have new faces, you have Vince Runyon. What is the difference?
Probably, I don't know. I'd probably say culture.
Yeah, the culture's a little bit different this year.
Even though there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily born and bred Iowa State guys. Obviously, you said we got a lot of transfers who came in, but these guys came in and they were ready to go. Right, this year we dresser changed a little bit of the kind of plan, if you will, moving forward. But yeah, like I said, all these guys coming in, they're wrestling super hard. They're doing the right things and they want to win. So I think culture's the main thing.
Yeah, I'd say these guys did a really great job coming in, drinking the juice, if you will, kind of accepting the message, and kind of getting on the railway. And yeah, we're wrestling hard. We hang out as a team. We had a lot of fun this summer. So yeah, the culture's a big change this year.
If you had to name one person on the team that's like the most underrated guy right now, who do you think's flying under the radar?
Under the radar?
Yeah.
I still think, I guess I had the same answer from last year. I still think a lot of people forget about Uden just because he got hurt. Redshirted and got hurt. And then
Early.
Yeah.
Get hurt at the Iowa duel.
Get hurt the Iowa duel. So he'll always be my guy as the under the radar, obviously, up until he proves himself because, that dude's a worker and he likes to wrestle hard. So,
Yeah, I'd have to agree with him. I think I also said the same thing last year. He's just starting to move himself in to live wrestling. Although I think he's been live wrestling for a while now, but we still see him with the brace on, whatever. We saw him at wrestle-offs, guy's got freaking crazy hips, right? It's really heavy. He makes it really hard always. So yeah, I think he's the under the radar guy.
So you guys, occasionally some of you take the funny videos, the dancing. Who's the funniest on the team?
Who's the funniest?
Yeah.
Funniest.
I'm gonna go with.
MJ's a good choice.
MJ's a good choice. I'm gonna go with CJ.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with CJ. He's really entertaining.
MJ, yeah.
He's really entertaining with those videos, and he's just a funny guy. So
Who's the best dancer?
that probably
Sawyer.
also. Oh yeah, it's gotta go Sawyer. Gotta go Sawyer.
Sawyer Bartell, the #1 dancer.
He's our TikTok guy. He's our Instagram guy. He practices. He's gotta go #1.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Oh well.
Subpar.
If you saw those dancing videos of us the other day, they weren't too great. So they were more of a
We have
fun
fun
to
and we
laugh
do our
at.
best. But
Yeah.
as far as actual dancing goes, I wouldn't say it's it's very skilled.
Yeah.
So
Aiden, I've heard a lot about your growth and just how hard you've been training this off season. Talk to me about how it felt when you left nationals and really the work you've done since then.
Just making sure that I'm focusing on some areas that I needed to leave in that tournament. I mean, obviously, I didn't have the results I wanted at the tournament or all season long, basically, but I did see a lot of progress jump from towards the end of season all the way until that last match at nationals. And I mean, just got to try to continue to grow off that. And I mean, this summer, just finding those areas to work on, and that's kind of all I can do moving into this season.
How did it feel with how you performed at nationals? I mean, I think you did really well. Like, we definitely overlooked just how far you could go. You had really solid wins. I mean, how did it feel once? Obviously, you didn't get the results you wanted, but how did you feel as you went through the tournament?
I felt like I could feel myself getting better and improving as a wrestler. Like I was moving more, faking more. I was getting to my attacks. I was putting up more points on the scoreboard than I have all year long, and it was on, I forgot what the last kid I beat was ranked, but he was in the top 15, and that was probably one of my best wins all season, and I put up the most points. So, I mean, I improved all tournament long, and then, I mean, eventually ended up getting pinned there and knocked me out of the tournament. But, I mean, yeah, moving into those later matches, I felt myself continuing to grow as a wrestler and wrestling better as the tournament went on.
Do you feel more prepared this year to wrestle off for your spot, maybe more than last year? Or how are you feeling in terms of just mental toughness going into those?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we already went through one stage of wrestle-offs, and I ended up losing that. But, I mean, we have another stage coming up. So, I mean, I do feel very well prepared. I mean, fix a few things here and there and keep moving forward. But, I mean, I put in a lot of work this summer to manage my weight, my cardio, and then I've also been working stuff on the mat. And, I mean, it's just implementing those little things into matches. And if I do all that, then I have a lot of confidence in myself and my abilities moving forward. So,
What don't people know about this team? What's changed? What's new?
Obviously, you guys are seeing that we have transfers, and that's kind of just the obvious thing. But a lot of people don't know that, like, all season or all off season, I guess I could call it. But I mean, it felt like it was in season. But no, all summer long we were working really hard on areas to improve. I mean, we spent literally a week straight working on just a high crotch, and then another week straight just working on a single leg. So we had a lot of focused area time on certain positions for certain individuals, and we worked on it as a team. We went away as a team and trained in different areas, and we were going to events and stuff all summer long and training together, which was nice. So we kind of came together to keep bonding and form that team, and we all got better as the summer went on too.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed those interviews. Make sure to head back right over to our YouTube and check out our interviews with Kevin Dresser and Younger Bastida. A lot of great content will be on the front page. As always, make sure to check out the Cyclone Fanatic shop as well. Tons of gear there for winter sports. So as always, I'll be here all season. Thanks so much for tuning in.